maybe you didn't recognize the steps to the complete annihilation of Black people and Black culture and Black music. Today, I am here to let you know what those steps are. Viewer discretion is advised.
In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting, hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Welcome to The Dark Side of Songwriting, the special edition. My name is Nayim Edwards. I am your host, and today, 5 steps to completely erasing, completely destroying, completely killing off, completely annihilating, completely eradicating Black people, Black music, and Black culture. This matters because we all know everything, this world turns on Black culture. The only reason that shit is hip or trendy or whatever you want to call shit is because Black people put in the work, Black people set the trend, Black people set the culture, Black people are the barometer. It doesn't matter what nobody else has ever said. It doesn't matter what motherfuckers want to try to take claim for theirs. But we need to talk about the 5 technical steps to eradicating and why I believe we are on step 5, and you will understand that we are on step 5. Step 1, people speak against you privately. They teach their children that it is okay to oppress you. They teach their children that it is okay to mistreat you. They teach your children that it is okay when bad things happen to you. They teach their children that it is the only way that they can survive and they can go on as long as everybody else has their foot on your neck. They go to their wives and they make sure their wives don't want no niggas around. They go to their husbands to make sure their husbands is updating and staying up on the program. They sit at the dinner table. That's when they come up with their racial slurs and how they're going to come up with plans and elaborate schemes to, oppress you, keep their foot on your neck. What they're going to do when they see you, the punishment that you're going to get. They sit there and they tell their racist jokes. They come up with shit. They do all type of fantastical shit in their head. But all of this stuff is done in private. They teach their children that this is the only way that life has to be. This is the only way that they have to be. They punish their children if they, come out and they try to show humility towards you. They punish their children if they come out and do something nice for you. There's a punishment apparatus if you betray the race or you betray their side to go over on the other side. They don't even like it when they call it having the fun. But there is a punishment mechanism that is in there. They come up with their pet names for you. They like pet Negro names and racist. This is when they come up with their ideologies and shit. It's always, everything always starts in the home. And I'm saying everything always starts in the home because if you know anything about biblical texts, I forgot the exact placement of the scripture, but it says murder starts in the heart. People already knew from the beginning of time that they wanted to destroy, from the beginning of their time, that they wanted to destroy and they wanted to eradicate Black people and Black culture, Black music. It all has to go. When you get into your heart that you are a white supremacist, that is when you first started to think about oppressing Black people, oppressing Black music, suppressing Black art, doing harm against Black people, you are a white supremacist. Point blank fucking period. You don't the George Zimmerman going and killing Trayvon Martin was just the act. That was just happens to be the day that it happened. That's not, he just came up on that. He was already that here on step 1 when they were sitting around making a joke, saying what they was gonna do. Whenever acts happen, it just happened to be the day that the act happened. It's not, oh my God, how do we fucking come up with this? How the fuck did we even get here? We know how we got there because they got here. The thing with people speaking against you privately, they speak against you privately on step 1 because they don't feel bold enough to come out and speak against you. They don't feel bold enough. They didn't feel bold enough in the beginning to speak out against Black art. They didn't feel bold enough in the beginning to come out and speak out against black music or speak out against black people in the public view. They didn't feel like it was necessary to come out in the beginning and say anything against you, be against you, or whatever. They felt that on the inside, it wasn't necessary to take it outside of the home. Now that they have established that the home is everybody on the same page about black music, black art, black culture, black people, whatever you want to call it, it's all euphemisms for the same shit, right? They've established in their families by going to Thanksgiving dinner, holiday parties, all of that shit with their family. Step number 2, they speak out against you publicly. The main reason they start to speak against you publicly, where it moves from the home over to the workplace, it moves from the home over to the car dealership, it moves from the home to the local grocery store, it moves from the home to the local bus station, is because the main thing that's on their mind is, how can I be against black art and black culture if I'm scared to say something about it? How the fuck am I supposed to be, how can we be supreme? Because how can you be supreme if you're afraid to come out and speak about something or speak about somebody that you don't care for, or you don't like, or you hate, or you don't want around? That's the ideology behind that. So it's moved from the dinner table to the workplace. And now people in the workplace where, and all of these mechanics work together. So you know how you might be at work and motherfuckers is talking, and just tracing back to step 1, when you walked in the room, motherfuckers got quiet. When you walked in the room, talking just stopped. Motherfuckers don't even talk around you. They'll be talking, having a good time, and it was all great. As soon as you walk in, nothing. It moves from that to openly racist people at your job, openly racist bullshit happening or whatever. People, your local police department flashing the white supremacist okay symbol, Pepe the fucking frog, the alt-right, all these other things, because they want to make sure that they can make the society on alert, on code, on whatever you want to call it. Let them know, like, hey, we want to change the environment. I'm tired of hating black culture in my house. I'm tired of hating black music behind their back. I want to openly be able to be like, I hate black music, with the intention to change the environment, so the environment becomes hostile towards rappers. The environment becomes hostile towards R&B singers. Everything becomes hostile and racist towards anything that has to do with anything that is not any other group. They want to make sure that they can encroach on your territory, encroach on your life, make everything for you as hard as possible, and make you as uncomfortable as possible in step 2. This is why it left the home. They want to normalize this shit so we can move into, everything we're about to speak on in a second. They want to make the average citizen on alert to know, hey, it doesn't just have to be dinner table talk. It doesn't just have to be punishing your child because she likes Young and Ace or some shit like that. You can come out and be against these motherfuckers in the public. Now that the society is on the same page that it is okay to speak against you, it is okay to be against you in public, nobody gotta hide behind closed doors no more. Motherfuckers can do whatever the fuck they want to, no matter where the fuck they are at, as long as it is against black people, black art, black music, black culture. As a refresher, real quick. Step 1, they talk about you in private. Step 2, they talk about you in public. Now, step 3, the media starts to speak against you. So nobody's confused. What is the media? The media is nothing but the national communication apparatus. It is the national communications form. They're supposed to serve the interests of the people. So when I tell you that they're supposed to serve the interests of the people, what the fuck does that mean to you? That means that they're going to mimic whatever the fuck is going on outside and in the street, while also supplanting and planting their propaganda and all of their bullshit. So when you cut on the evening news, you don't see even people do shit in equal proportions. If we just talking black and white, people do drugs and shit at equal proportions and do shit at equal rates. You cut on the news and all you see is black people going to jail for selling drugs. You cut on the news and all you see is the demonization of a black athlete. You cut the goddamn news on, they're telling you about thug music, gangster rap, drill music, and all of this. But when Eminem walked through the door, it's give him a fucking Grammy. Like, they tell you about women having bastard children, fathers not being in the home, black people not doing XYZ. Motherfucking XYZ deserved the RICO. This person deserved this. They should have did that. Why would you do all of that? But the last president we had like 4 or 5 baby mamas and kids all over the place and was married to whores. And we're going to clap for that. That's okay. That's cool. You know, they just, you know, they were lost at one point. They were whatever. They come with propaganda like Cops, Live PD, First 48, Loving Hip Hop, all type of shit. Whatever the fuck you want to put on, whatever. Motherfuckers stealing ideas for shit and just, you know, anything that has anything to do with the demonization of the black image, destroying the black image, destroying anything that has to do with black people and black art, because they're planting that memory, and they're planting, not a memory, but they're planting a seed that is going to be embedded in the people who are consuming it, that anytime black people are involved, shit hits the fan. Anytime that black people come around, shit goes awry. Anything that bad happens is associated with black people. Anything that bad happens with any other group is, oh, things got heated. You know, shit like that. And I say that they're putting that up there because they're saying anything bad is associated with black media, black music, black culture, black everything, even if motherfuckers wasn't doing anything wrong. Even if the person was right. Even if they do anything. It's all propaganda. They make sure they push the propaganda machine. They make sure that they take the worst type of images from the worst type of whatever, and that is what they show you. Even though people do drugs at the same pace and the same rate across every group, they make sure that they show you up there, strung out, fucked up, and fucked over in the street. They make sure they do that to you. They don't get up here and show you anything else or whatever. They make sure that they take, which is really, when you think about it, it's like the anomaly. We fucked up, but like it's the anomalies of our group, because what are they doing? They're mimicking the sentiments of the people going from their house, going to the job, and now everybody is fucking circling around and communicating about you. Everybody is doing the 1-2 about whatever the fuck you got going on. Everybody is understood. We are all fucked up, but them niggas, they are the ones who are the real problem. Those niggas are the problem. Those niggas are the trouble. Those niggas is the reason. That black music, that thug music is the reason that they're there. This is the purpose of the media. The media is there to destroy the image. Because when you destroy the image, you dehumanize people. When you destroy the image, you become desensitized to shit. So they won't play the 1080p video of the serial killer swinging an axe on some little child, white child or some shit. But they'll show your favorite rapper dying. Media pages, the war in Chirac, shit like that popping up, coming out of nowhere, taking real people in real situations, anomalies in the grand scheme of everywhere that they're from, but taking real people in real situations and giving them nicknames, calling them, dehumanize them, and personifying the action instead of saying this is a real person doing real shit. These type of things, memes, shit like this coming out and just completely eradicating and separating you from being a human being. So naturally, when you separate a person from being a person, dehumanization, objectification. Those are the precursors to murder. When you take, if I don't see you as a human being and I don't see you as a person, I don't give a fuck what happens to you. If I don't see you as a human being and I don't recognize your humanity, nothing that you do fucking matters to me. I don't give a fuck what happens to you. I don't care about your mother crying. Fuck her. She should cry. Because why are you a bad person? Even if you didn't do nothing. This is what the media does. All the media. Whether you up here, whether you read the paper, if people do that still, seeing tweets, watching TV, reading TMZ, reading Fox News, reading MSNBC, all of this shit is the same. Now that you have an understanding of who the media is, what the media is, why they echo the sentiments to objectify you, to dehumanize you, so it is okay to fall into step number 4. The politicians make laws against you. You know, with this step, is so important and so intricate and so dangerous, because on steps 1, which was speaking against you in private, step 2, which was speaking against you in public, and step 3, which was the media speaking against you, none of those steps is it legal to do anything about you. None of those steps is it legal to do anything to you. It's no legal ramifications to justify any type of acts of harm or acts of destruction against you or to you. But now in this step, in the step one more time, is politicians and the political apparatus make laws against you. Now it is legal to do something about you. They elect people to make the laws that will make it okay for whatever motherfuckers want to do for you. If you need examples, the poll tax, the war on drugs, civil asset forfeiture, which is if somebody accuses you of a crime, or if you're accused of a crime, they will take all of your assets. So they'll take your house, take your car, take your money without you ever even going to trial yet. They just take your shit from you. Stop and frisk, dress codes, hair codes, redlining, gang injunctions. And gang injunctions only came when black gangs rose to prominence, because gangs have been a thing since fucking America was fucking born. They make it legal to discriminate against you at the job. They set you up for those felonies and then demonize you for those felonies and lock you away for fucking ever. The Blue Lives Matter Act, where if a police officer does something to you and you kill them, you going to jail. If a police officer does something to you and they kill you, that's okay. If you defend yourself against a police officer, you're going to jail. That's where that came from. All this other shit, and if you want to add some icing on the top, toxic masculinity being illegal, the Me Too movement, all type of shit, the Highway Act, assaulting your children is legal, mass incarceration from the crime bill, all of these things. This is step 4. The politicians put that in there, not for other motherfuckers or whatever, not for whatever. You know, somebody of another group gets caught doing drugs, they go to rehab, or they're troubled. They get caught doing a sex crime against somebody. I don't want to ruin his future. Y'all remember him? You get caught something, or you're a dirty, nasty kingpin. You got caught with an eighth. I'm telling you, they'll dress that shit up and make it look like you was a goddamn drug trafficker. If you remember, with the Bill Cosby situation, they was making laws. People was running on whole political platforms saying, if you elect me, I will get Bill Cosby. That's what this motherfucker ran on, is if you elect me, I will go after Bill Cosby. This nigga didn't have no other plan. This motherfucker didn't have no other whatever. They making laws and making rules up and making shit as they go. In California, they took the statute of limitations off because of Bill Cosby for shit. I'm not arguing against that. But if you go back a little bit before that, Michael Jackson is the reason when he got those bogus child charges off of him. They made it a law, because before children couldn't get on the stand. When Michael Jackson beat the cases, They made it a law that now children can be called to the stand because of Michael Jackson. Just making shit as they go. If you need to go even further back than that, they was calling O.J. Simpson, who, from my understanding, because I wasn't old enough to know what was going on. I don't even think I was 5. When O.J. Simpson was a thing, motherfuckers, the media, and this is what I'm saying, all this shit goes together. O.J. Simpson gets accused of killing 2 white people, and you would have thought this nigga was the greatest football player of all time. How the media was coming out and just boasting him up and, oh, he's such a star, he was so this, he was so that. By that time, from what I looked at, niggas knew OJ for being in a movie. Niggas didn't give a fuck about OJ playing no goddamn football. He was average at best from what I saw. But they called it the trial of the century. Never used those words for Timothy McVeigh. And he killed 169 people. This is what I'm saying, how all this shit ties in together. People is in their house talking crazy about you. Then people move into the job talking crazy about you. Then the media takes and completely assassinates your character. Now, since the media has did something that people are making so much of a fuss, this is what we get into. Motherfuckers going into office, making laws against you, harassing you on the street, killing you at the goddamn... It's legal to kill you at a traffic stop. It's legal to beat your ass because you don't listen to them. It's legal for stand your ground. All type of just little things that they put into place where it is legal to now hurt you, and legal to now kill you, and legal to now do shit to you because they don't like your music. They don't like your culture. They don't like you as it is. We don't like you having a good time. I already told y'all a long time ago, society depends on the destruction and the degradation of the black culture. Point blank, period. It's no other way that it can go. Now that we have steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 all working together, creating this maelstrom of an event, we get to where we are right now, step 5. And step 5 is legal and extra legal acts of violence begin to target you on the local and the national level. It is legal to kill you. It is legal to hurt you. It is legal to destroy your children. Not just from the government or the system or whatever you want to call it. Regular people doing vigilante acts against you. Regular people doing vigilante acts against your children. Regular people doing whatever the fuck they want to and using shit like, oh, this person had mental illness. That's a defense now. Or, oh, my life was in danger. That's one of my favorite ones. Like those type of things being able to happen to you and nobody give a fuck and motherfuckers just keep going about their day. Nobody give a fuck when a goddamn 12-year-old gets shot in the back or some crazy ass shit and niggas just keep going like none of this shit ever happened. They made it illegal for you to defend yourself. You're not going to be believed if somebody do something to you. Everybody is against you. And it's not going to be just the government. I'm trying to tell y'all, we are here. They have greenlit the society to tell us that the reason that society's fucked up is because of black music, black art, black culture, black artists. Anything that's got to do with black is the reason that we in the situation that we in now. We are at war, and this is this open season, according to them. And you got to understand again, all these steps and all these things, they're all working together at the same exact time. It's not one thing happening or whatever. And for you to fully grasp what I'm saying, you have to understand that step 1, them talking shit about you in their house, keeping it to themselves, set us up for where we are right now and where we here today. And if you want to take it a step further, they start bringing in other people from other things, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Cardi B, other motherfuckers from other cultures and other situations and other backgrounds doing our music, Iggy Azalea, and then telling us that our music is bad, but it's cool when she do it. She sell $1 million when she did it. Bad Baby. Bad Baby made 50 million on OnlyFans. So black culture is cool, but only when we do it. This is where we are now. And they're doing that to systematically wipe our shit out. So we have no choice but to roll over and die. So we have no choice but to roll over and fall out. So we have no choice but to lay down and stay down when we lay down. Because, yeah, that's cool, but you don't deserve it. They target you in their house. They target you in society. They target you in the media. The politicians, their whole platform is ran on fucking us up. Then the action actually come in. And I'm not one to. I was going to make this separate, but I'm not coming back to this. This is the last time I'm going to say this. How we can fix this, we have to get our economy together first. Because white supremacy is a thing that targets us via their economy. They hate us because we black. They can victimize us because we're poor. One nigga doing good is not niggas doing good. Let's be serious. We have too many fucking agents. We have too many people working against us. We got too many people in music who niggas ain't telling you pledge your allegiance to niggas over skin color. They target us just because we black. Just because they hate us. We're saying if it's you and one other person that is like-minded like you better get with that nigga and build something. You better get with that person. I don't give a fuck what denomination or whatever. If y'all have the same mindset and y'all need to get together and move together and build together instead of being so individualistic about how this shit is supposed to go. That's how we gonna fix this. Starting with that. Get together, put your resources together and start building. Because we are here. This is it. How long before the whole culture is exterminated? How long before all of us die out? How long before it's illegal to say what you want to say? You see what they doing to Young Thug and them with the whole lyrics and shit. And you know, we talk about that all the time because it pisses me off. This is what we are. It's only a matter, I'm telling, hey, you don't got to believe me. I'm in the know. I'm not up here on no, here goes some woke pro whatever. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you, this is where we are with the culture. This is where we stand with how they are destroying and trying to annihilate us. And it's not just one. Euphemisms, woke, Black Lives Matter. I've been saying this for 3 days. I feel like forever, but like I've been saying this. This is what we are. This is what we are. And the earlier we can be honest about the position that we in, the easier it's going to be for us to actually move into a direction where we can actually get some shit accomplished and take our shit back and do our shit the right way. If you made it this far, thank you. My name is Nayim Edwards. This is the dark side of songwriting.